This illustration deals with protection techniques in accordance with NEC 500.7 L, M, and N. The purpose of the change was to provide and accept a new subdivision. And these subdivisions have been added to address the types of protection for optical radiation based on the UL standard 679-28, which is the 2017 edition. Basically, operational optical radiation is a potential non-electrical risk of ignition in a hazard classified location and is largely generated by electrical means. Although most optical radiation is not a source of ignition, this standard allows for determination of those that are a source of ignition. So the designer has to determine when selecting this system, can it be an ignition source or not? That's most important. Now, first, let's review the call-out information. And the first I would like to review is right above the equipment itself. And it talks about that this is an operational, say, optical radiation test system. And it has components to do that. Now, second, also review the NEC 500.8 concerning equipment involving such equipment, which is outlined in 500.8G as in gray. And then, of course, you can see some boxed in information there with the dots, etc. And then notice inherently safe optical operation type system designated OP is per 500.7L, protection techniques. And then notice the second call out is protected optical radiation, OPPR, designated per 500.7M. The last type call out here in the boxed in information is optical systems with interlock, or OPSH is designated per 500.7N. Now, next, let's review the notes, which kind of puts this thing in a summary. Now, note 1, OPPR, now you know what that is when you look at the boxed in center call out of the boxed in information, depends on the identified class and division. When it comes to protection techniques per 500.7L, and again, a little repetitious, I know, but we go to Part 3 to Article 100 for a definition of these systems. Now, note 2, OP. So you know you could go to boxed in information, and OP lines up with inherently safe optical radiation systems. And notice that OP depends upon the identified class and division when it comes to protection techniques per 500.7M. Note 3 talks about the OPSH, and directly across from it you see that it's identified there with such a system that has an interlock. And notice it states in the note 3, OPSH depends on the identified class and division when it comes to protection techniques is outlined in 500.7N. So looking at notes 1, 2, and 3, you see you have L at the top, in the center you have M, and in the last note 3 there you have N. And then, of course, the note 4 sends a warning. And a note 4 would say for protection by skin effect trace heating, we would review 500.7O. Now, I believe this is for the amount of time allotted to this subsections, or I've given you as much information as we have time for. So I will conclude my presentation on this particular change.